Welcome to Scribe Book School. It is awesome to see the turnout. Thank you so much for joining us in this weird climate that we're in. Today's going to be a lot of fun and super valuable. So real quick, who this is for anyone with a personal story they want to tell, expertise they want to share, or a legacy they want to leave behind. Basically, if you've ever thought about writing a nonfiction book, this is going to be perfect for you. So what is Scribe Book School? Just a quick overview. This is going to be a live 2-day workshop of our exact step-by-step process that we use with our authors who pay us between $15,000 and up to and over $100,000 to help them write, publish, and market their books. And every piece of information that you need to write your book is going to be here. We're going to give you templates, videos, live Q&As, and some special tricks, cool tricks from a 4 times New York Times bestselling author. And you might be wondering, what is the catch? Well, what if I told you there is no catch? There's seriously no cost, no catch, no upsells, nothing. Like, this is just free. We want to spread this information to as many people as possible, and I'll get into why in just a bit. So you might be wondering, why is this free? And Christina actually posted this on Facebook, and we were really touched by it, and I wanted to share it with you guys now. She said, "I cannot put into words, haha, how grateful I am for this opportunity. I've had the desire to write a book for as far back as I can remember, but never actually believed it was possible. When I received the email about this very generous offering, I had to fight back tears. I'm overwhelmed with gratitude by the selfless acts of kindness emerging in the face of our current crisis. Thank you so very much for inspiring hope at a time when fear and uncertainty lurks all around us. I'm going into the 3rd week of separation from my daughter due to the social distancing in effect, and have spent most of the time alone. I'm at peace knowing she's safe with her father and his family, but I miss her so much. I just wanted you to know the difference you're making in one person's life by sharing your knowledge and passion for writing at no cost. My daughter is my everything, and it's difficult not to feel devoid of her absence. However, the possibility I could actually write a book has renewed my sense of purpose and is truly a gift that's priceless. Thank you again for the generosity you've demonstrated and the hope that's sure to follow." And I imagine there are tons of people in this situation or very, very similar situations where it's very difficult right now to be at home. And we want to provide value and hope and an ability for you guys to make use of this time and come out better off. So real quick, I would like you to type in the chat, what does this workshop really mean for you? I'm going to keep reading these slides, but I want Tucker and our team to be able to read those comments and see, like, at the core, what does this workshop really mean for you? What does it mean to potentially write your book? Type that in the chat. This is another reason it's free. It's a quote that really resonated with us and felt very aligned. Mr. Rogers, he said, "When I was a boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.'" And we want to continue being people who can help during scary times. So I want to give you a quick overview of what is coming in this first day. First, we're going to address some of the most common fears that we see in our authors. Next, we're going to cover positioning. And actually, I'll say, with author fears, we're going to show that everybody shares these fears, no matter how accomplished, and how you can successfully overcome them and actually get your book done. Really have a lot of people joining us now. We have about 500 people in the Zoom room. That's awesome to see, and it's just climbing super fast. Next, we're going to be covering positioning, followed by book objectives, what you can get from the book and what your audience can get from it. Your book audience, who the book is actually for, and your outline. Those are the main chunks we're going to be covering today. Day 2, we're going to be covering author Q&A, intro and conclusion, the beginning and end of your book, your writing plan, writing and editing, and then publishing and marketing. And there's going to be a lot of live stuff, of course, in terms of Q&A, putting people in hot seats. It's going to be great. So in terms of expectations, know upfront, you will not get everything done. You're not going to get your book done in 2 days. Or, I mean, you could, but it's going to be a terrible book. We're just going to teach you everything that you need to do. You're going to get all the information. That's what's totally free. And we're going to go fast. But all the lessons are available to you for free forever. They're going to be on our YouTube channel. So if you haven't already, it would behoove you to subscribe to Scribe Book School's YouTube channel. And someone on my team will put that in the chat. This is what it looks like. It's Scribe Book School's YouTube channel. All right, so how to set yourself up for success over the next couple of days. Number one, take it seriously. Like, I know it's tempting to have a bunch of windows open and kind of casually watch this, but if you're serious about writing your book and getting out of this situation better off, take it seriously. Silence your notifications, exit out of any apps that could be distracting. No chat roulette. We might be putting some people in the hot seat, and this is part of the fun of doing live webinars.
I don't want to see anyone's sticky bits.
Right, exactly.
On.
To be respectful to everybody else, please keep your clothes on if we put you in the hot seat, and of course, have fun. Like, we love the engagement, so please type in the chat. Let us know how this is going for us or for you guys, and it makes it a lot more fun for everybody. Just a quick intro to me. My name's Charlie Hone. I've published a few books myself. I've helped a lot of folks with their books. That's why I'm on here, but I'm mostly just the technical guy. So I'm sparing Tucker an introduction to me. And now I'm going to get into meeting your instructor. This is Tucker. So if you haven't heard of Tucker, you've probably seen his books. He's a very famous author. He spent almost 20 years as a professional writer. He has published 7 books himself, and 4 of them were New York Times bestsellers, and 3 were #1 New York Times bestsellers, which I can tell you is very difficult to do. 3 books. He's one of the only authors in the world who's ever had 3 books on the New York Times nonfiction list at once. I think it was Malcolm Gladwell, Michael Lewis, and Brene Brown, who have shared that credential. He's sold over 4 million books, and he's worked with people like Tim Ferriss, Peter Thiel, Seth Godin, Tiffany Haddish, David Goggins, and he created a process that we've used with over 1,500 authors to write, publish, and market their books. These are all the books Scribe has published over the last few years. Those are individual books that we've created with authors. And more importantly, they are good books. Unlike a lot of other either self-publishing companies out there, our books get a lot of Amazon reviews and a lot of Audible reviews. They are influential books. And Tucker also wrote the textbook for this course that you're about to take. It recently hit the Wall Street Journal's bestseller list, USA Today's bestseller list, and you guys can get it for free at scribewriting.com/free book.
It also came in the email, the download came.
Oh, great.
In the email.
Cool. Mm-hmm. So we'll post a link to that if you want a copy of the book. And now I'm going to hand it over to my good friend, Tucker Max.
All right. So first off, let me reiterate what Charlie said and thank all of you for coming. I mean, I know we're giving you guys a lot of free stuff, but it's still cool that you guys all showed up. And it's even more cool that you're taking this seriously and that you're going to write your book. That's the entire reason that we started Scribe, is because I think everyone wants to write a book. And it's really encouraging to see all of you here. So let's get started. First, I'm going to introduce Hal and Emily. You can see them in the sort of the Zoom webinar. They are both editors at Scribe. Emily is an executive editor. She's written 14 books with us and several of her own, previously a journalist and a freelance editor, and she was a school teacher. So if she starts scolding you in the comments or something, that's just her school teacher coming out. Hal is our editor-in-chief. He's written 3 nonfiction books of his own, over 50 books with Scribe. He's been here almost as long as I have, and he's edited several New York Times and Wall Street Journal bestsellers, including David Goggins' book, which I know a lot of you read and like. So they're going to be answering a lot of the questions in the Q&A. They're going to be focused on the Q&A a lot, and then some of the chat. So if you have questions as we're going, especially in the Q&A, ask the questions in the Q&A. They will either answer them directly by typing if they can, or they'll kick them up to me, and then we'll all talk about them on the webinar.